Good day, friends. It is me, HLModTech, and I've got an idea for a sweet Codeblocks lesson, so let's get cracking. Alrighty, friends, so if you've never used Codeblocks before, it is 3 clicks down in the normal Tinkercad interface. We hit Create New Codeblock. When the little window pops up that asks us if we want a new design, we say yes. Every time we start a project, it is good to name it. Friends, we are going to create a runway. So in the top, type runway, and let's start building. When you create with Codeblocks, we make parts. We're going to start our part with an object, and we're going to rename it as stripe. If you've ever seen a runway for an airport, they have stripes on each runway. Our stripe is going to be built with a shape called a box. When you bring out the box, we need to stretch out its characteristics, and I want you to type these numbers. Width of 1, I want you to do a length of 5, and I want you to do a height of 0.1. I also want the stripe to be white, so it's easy to see. When you hit play, it'll draw the little stripe right there. If we zoom in, one thing you need to know about Codeblocks is it builds above and below 0. So you can see this is 0, 0, so it's halfway below it. So we're going to use a move command to raise that up. We want to raise this up so we can put it on a runway. So I'm going to tell you the number we want to put here is 0.2 for how high we raise it. When you hit play, see how it's above 0? That's going to be perfect for the runway we make in a moment. So I am right-clicking to make this happen. You can also just click the views to see the different ways. You can zoom out. You can also zoom in. You can also use your scroll wheel to look at it as well. If you want to watch it play again, you can hit reset and boom, watch it redraw. I'm going to nudge this up to the top. I'm going to switch to modify, and now we're going to create the awesome runway. When you rename the variable, make sure you type runway and tell it OK. We are going to move to shapes, and we're going to build again with the box. Connect the box, open up its parameters, and these parameters I want you to type 30, I want you to type 150, and I want you to type 0.2 for the thickness. This will be the actual runway piece, so let's make it black. We need to bring out that move again because we need to raise it up. And then we need to fill the move with a 0.1 so it moves up half of its original height. Since this was 0.2, if we raise it up 0.1, and now when we hit play, you can see we've got our stripe and we've got our runway started. I'm going to zoom out more so that it all fits, and we're going to add stripes along the sides. Check out how easy this is. Right-click on your box and hit duplicate. It brings out both those pieces of code and connect them below. Switch the color to white. Change the measurement to 1 millimeter thick. And then all we're going to do is change its location. I'm going to tell you the perfect number for what I've given you is -15. When we hit play, you will now have a piece of tarmac and a stripe that hangs half over, which is how I want it. And then we just need to put one on the other side as well. We're going to right-click, duplicate again, and if the first one was -15, the second one is +15. Hit play and check out what you've made. How sweet is that? Now, friends, we're going to have a little bit of fun with some math. I need you to click the math option, and I need you to create a new variable. When you bring in the variable, we need to rename it, and I want you to call this one nudge, because we are going to nudge our stripes all along the tarmac. We are going to do that with a control item called count width. When you drop the count width in, we're going to fill it with the following things. Under modify, we're going to add a copy of our stripe. You can find the stripe in the data. Currently, this stripe would be right here, but what we're going to do is move it to this edge. Slide up to your modify, bring out a move command, and then we're going to move it with some fancy math. So go back to your math option and bring out a math brick. I've done some calculating for you, And the magic number to get out here is 70. And then we are going to subtract that sweet variable called nudge. And then you need to grab by the middle of the math and drop this edge. Don't ever try and drop this edge. I watch a lot of students struggle with dropping this edge. It's got to be the left edge, not the right edge. So we're dropping that in Y. So X will be 0, Y will have the fancy math, and Z will be 0. Note we already raised Z up here, so we don't have to change it again. The last part, friends, is we need to change that item nudge. Make sure you switch to that. And I'm going to tell you the fantastic number we use is 10. Friends, when you hit play, you have got a sweet runway that draws the white lines on the side and then pop, pop, pop adds the stripes. I'm going to speed it up. You can see I do not have enough stripes, so that's when I want you to change the number. Let's try 15 and see if we can get the right number. Look at that. Fast as can be, we have made a runway. Let's quickly create a group of all those parts, making sure we keep it multicolor, and then also we have that stripe laying underneath, so we're going to just do delete object and find the stripe, and that way it cleans it up. Alright friends, so there we created it. I'm going to hit play one more time so you can see it draw. Now the cool thing about this is it's a kind of complex part because of all the pieces, and we can bring it in to normal Tinkercad. Click export and choose save as a part. We're going to give it a name, Runway. You could write a description, but I think Runway is pretty clear. I could tag it, but I'm not gonna. I'm never gonna lock the size. I want to be able to stretch this when I'm using it in Tinkercad. When I hit save shape, it's now part of the normal Tinkercad designs. Let me show you how to get to it. First, you click the Tinkercad button, and then I'm gonna hit 3D designs and create new design. Now in this new design, I can switch to my shapes collection. Notice this is way down at the bottom, and here is the awesome runway. And when you pop it in one part, you have got a fantastic runway you can use in the rest of your projects. If you make it wider, it all stretches just the way you would expect. I always use those black handles so that it only stretches in one direction. But now we have got a fantastic runway that's always available to us. Alright friends, if you're in my classroom, I need a screenshot. I would like you to, before you give me the screenshot, slide up to the shape library and bring out something, I don't care what it is, and add it to your project. Make sure it's not the little dude I added, but added something so I can tell that you've got your runway and some cool code. Remember to take a screenshot. We simply hit the send to, and you use this little download design to save your picture. Yours will probably save right to your downloads, and when you hit save, then you can upload that in Google Classroom. So friends, I hope that helps you understand how Codeblocks can be a great tool when you're building designs. When you bring in these parts, they are less complex, so the rest of your Tinkercad project can be larger and it doesn't slow it down. Friends, if you enjoyed the video, please give it a like. If you got a question, comment, or suggestion, add it down below. If you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Smash that subscribe button, and last but not least, hit that notification bell if you want to be the first to know when there's a brand new video from me, HLModTech. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.